guys, it's Megan with TruVibez, and today I am coming back with another tutorial, and we are going to design Halloween t-shirt designs using Canva and Affinity Designer. So the first thing we're going to do is go into Canva. I am going to create a new design, and I'm going to go here to custom size, and I am going to type in 5400 by 4500 in pixels. Create new design. Now what we're going to do is pull some Halloween elements out of Canva, and then we're going to save them as a PDF and then upload them into Affinity Designer, and then we'll finish creating that design in Affinity Designer. Okay, so right to my left hand side, I'm going to click on elements, and I am going to type in Halloween. And let's just see, we're going to pick some different graphics, and I want to get some patterns. So let's look at graphics, and I know I want to get a spider web graphic. Let's see what this looks like. It's kind of okay. Let me see. Let me just type in spider web and see what comes up. I want something that kind of has something similar to these two, because I'm going to actually put this underneath the word that we're going to design. Let's see. Guess we could use that one. Let me see what else we have here. Okay, so I'm just going to put all the elements that I want to use on this page. Let me go back. Let's look for some bats. I like this right here. And this one is called Halloween Flying Bat. So I'm going to use that one. And I also want this one right here, which is called Halloween Moon with a Witch and Bat Silhouette. And it's also free for Canva Pro. A lot of these elements you're going to need Canva Pro to use. So I'm going to pick these two, and let me duplicate this because I might want to use this a couple times. Okay, now I'm going to add a page, and I'm going to find some Halloween patterns. Let's see what we have. And we're still under graphics here. I'm going to pick about 4 different patterns that I want to use, and I want them to be different colors. So I might do something like this. Maybe something with some purple. And I'm going to pick 2 more. Let's see. Okay, I like this one. Put you here. And 1 more. Let's go with this one. Let me see. Okay, so we'll just keep these 4 right here. But as you can see, there's so many different patterns that you can choose from. And we're going to put these patterns inside. We're going to insert them inside of a word. So you want to have different designs, different colors, and you'll see once we put all this together. So now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to download this as a PDF. Go change the PNG to, we'll do PDF print. Wait for that to download. And I'm going to save this to my desktop. Here. And now we're going to go into Affinity Designer. So this is Affinity Designer. Once you open up the screen or the app, it's going to look just like this. So we're going to create a new document, and by doing that, we're going to go up here to the toolbar where it says File. We're going to click there, and we're going to click New. And for me, I have a preset saved t-shirt design. I like to design 12 by 12 when I'm making t-shirts. If this is your first time using Affinity Designer, I'm not going to go too in depth with all the different steps, but right here where it says print, Affinity Designer has already some presets saved. But these right here, these are all presets that I created. So if you wanted to create your own, what you would do is come here where it says add a new preset. You click on there and you're going to name it whatever you want. And where it says layout, you would put in your measurements and hit create. Okay. But I've already done that. I don't really want to go too in depth with that. So let me go back to my, yes, t-shirt design. And I have it set for 12 by 12. I always keep on my DPI at 300. That's going to give you the highest crisp quality resolution. And you can, where it says color, my format is CMYK because when I print this, if I'm printing for DTF or sublimation, those printers use CMYK ink. So I just do that so that way I know the color that is on the screen is going to look exactly how it looks when it prints out. If you are just doing this for social media or if you're doing DTG, then you would want to change your color format to RGB. I just keep mine in CMYK because I'm always using mine to print either one or the other, sublimation or DTF. I don't do anything with margins. I leave that alone. Bleed, I leave alone. I don't do anything with scale. And so that's basically it. Now I'm just going to click on create. And here is my page. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in that PDF file that we just saved right over here on the left hand side. I'm going to click on the place tool. And I'm just going to click on that image and hit open. Now you'll see this little arrow right here. You'll have to use your cursor to click and drag. And it's going to drag in your image. Over here on the left hand or on the right hand side where it says layers, if you double click on this, it brings you to a new page. Right here it says embedded, and these are the other two images that we saved. So if you click on this arrow right here, artboard, it's going to show you each individual image that was saved, and we're going to use those images to put into our Word. And then you have all of these other elements right here. They're all broken down into curves, but we're going to put them all together. Okay, so I'm going to click back over here to the very first one. Actually, let me go here to embed, because what I need to do is group all this so that there's not like separate pieces like this. this one is okay. So I'm going to copy and paste this on the first page. So you right click. If you're on a Mac, you're going to hit Control, right click, copy. And then I'm going to go back to the first page. Let me hide this real quick. And then paste it. And it comes in very, very large. So we're going to actually bring this down some, drag it down and make it a little bit smaller. Move it over. Okay. Now I'm going to add some text. Let me go back. I'm going to add some text here. What I'm going to do is click right here where it says Artistic Text Tool. I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to use my cursor to just click and drag out to get my word. And I'm going to type in the word spooky. No, let's type in mama. We're going to do spooky mama. M-A-M-A. And I am going to go back to my move tool. You have to click on this arrow to move your words around once you input them onto the screen. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And we're going to change the font. So with this highlighted, I'm going to come up here to my fonts, and I'm under my favorites. I have some that are saved. Let me see what font I want to use. And you want to use something that's kind of bold. Let me go back to all. Let's see. This one right here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger by just clicking on this corner right here and dragging it out. Center it. And then what I'm going to do is come up here to text or layer, excuse me, and I am going to convert that to curves so that I can edit individually for these letters. And then I'm going to come back, go to layer and ungroup all. And then I'm going to hit my move tool, click on the arrow, and now I can make edits to each individual letter. You can only do that once you convert to curves. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is bring in some of those patterns. And we're going to go to the second tab. I'm going to click on this first one. I'm going to do Command C to copy. That's one of the shortcuts. And then I'm going to come over here, click on the white page and Command V to paste. And we're going to make this a little smaller. Of course. Move this back up. Now, in order to put this inside the letter M, we're going to come down here to our layers tab and we're going to find the letter M, the first one. And here is our Halloween image background. We are going to click and drag to the first letter M, hover over it like that and release. And there it is. Okay. So let me show that again. Command Z to undo, Command Z. Here is the image. And this is the first M that I'm going to put it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here. I'm going to hover up to that first M right here. There we go. And drop it in. There it is. Command Z. Command Z. So what we're going to do is we're going to click right here where it says image. We're going to click there with our mouse, drag it up. And when you see this whole box highlight, you're just going to release. That's how you know that it's going to go inside of that letter. And then you can just use the arrow, use your cursor to bring it in some, however much of, you know, that image that you want to be seen. If you want to make any adjustments, you're going to have to click on this down arrow right here, click on the background, and you can move it around however you want. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing for the rest. We're going to go back over here to our file. This time I'm going to use the purple one. So I'm going to hit Command C to copy, come back over here, Command V. There it is. We're going to bring it down. And the shortcut that I'm using to minimize is Command and the dash, like minus sign. And I'm just going to bring it down, put it up here, Command plus, zooms back in. And we're going to put that in the A. So right here where it says image, here is A. Let me make sure that's the first A. I'm going to click right here where it says image and put it right on top of curves and let go. There you have it. Now, if I want to make any changes, make this bigger, make this smaller, I'm going to click right here where this little arrow is. Click on my pattern, and I can now move it around. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. It's up to you how you want this to look. You just play around with it until you get it how you like. So we do that. Now for the second M, we are going to go with the white. Command C, Command V. Make this smaller. And I'm going to click and drag just like that. And go back, Command C, Command V. Bring it over to A, same thing, last one, drop it in. Okay, so we have that part down. Now, I know that I definitely want to add an outline to the back of this because, first of all, this is going to go on a black shirt. So let me just move this out of the way for a second. Actually, I'm going to hide it. So with this selected, I'm going to come over here and click this little circle, and it hides it just for the time being. So to add a stroke or an outline, you're going to select the whole word. And then we're going to come up here to our color wheel. And I'm going to click on the back circle that says set stroke. I'm going to click on black because I know I want it to be, we're going to do two. I want the first one to be black, and then I want a second stroke to be white. So with black selected, I'm going to go over here to stroke. And I am going to move the width up just a little bit. And there you see it. Now, you can play with the different styles with this. You can have like a solid border. You can have a dash line just so you can see what that looks like. And this one is like a textured line, which I normally don't even use. I normally just stick with the solid line. But another thing that I like to do is I like for my stroke to align to the outside of the letter. So I'm going to click that. And then I like for the order to be behind. So I click there, and you always want to check scale with object. So that way it moves all together. Okay. So just to give you another look, you can increase the thickness of your stroke however you want it to look. I'm going to keep mine right here at 5.5. Okay. So we're going to go back to color. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go right here and click on FX. And I'm going to come down to where it says Where is it at? Is it this one? Let me see. Okay, so this is the, here it is, outline. So I'm going to click on outline with everything still selected. I haven't done anything. So I'm going to click on layer effects. And with this, you can change the color. So I know I want the outline to be white because I want two different colors. So I'm just going to move this little circle all the way down to white, as you see here. And then the radius, I'm going to bring that up. And you want to click scale with object. So let's see what that looks like because you can't see it with the white background. I'm gonna hit close. And then I am going to grab a square or rectangle, and I'm gonna go right up here to the top of this page and bring this down so that I can change this color to, and I gotta click on the first one and hit black. Go back to my layers, and I'm going to have to move that rectangle all the way to the end behind everything. So I'm just going to drag this and move it all the way down to the bottom, and there you see it. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to go back to my move tool. I'm going to highlight, hold on. So you see how that moved? I'm going to have to lock that so that it doesn't move around. So I'm going to click on rectangle, and right here is the lock. Click on that, and now when I go to highlight this word, nothing else moves. So with that highlighted, go back to FX. We're on outline, and I'm going to increase the radius, and now you see there's your second outline. Okay, I'm at a 18.3. I like that. I'm going to leave it like it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to layer, and I am going to group this. So I'm going to click on Command G to group it. And then we're going to add some more text up here. Let me click on the artistic text tool, and I'm going to drag out, and I want that color to be white. So make sure that the first circle over here is selected, because if you have it on the back, it's going to give it like a stroke. So you want to make sure that that is first. And I'm going to click on white, and I'm going to type out the word spooky. And I'm going to change this font. So let me click on my move tool, come up here, and let's find a nice, let me see. Okay, I like that. It's called Chubby. I believe I got that off of duffont.com. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and I want it to be like right in here. Let's see, right about there. And I want this to go behind Mama, because I don't really want that. Let me see how that looks. No, we can put it back. So I'm going to do Command Z to bring it back. And now we're going to add in some of those other elements that we saved. So the spider web, where did I put that? I hit it. It's right here. Let me see. I'm going to have to change this color to white. Let me see. Okay. That is the stroke. So, okay, there we go. So if you saw what I did, when we first brought this in, it was black, right? So all I did was I went up here, I clicked on the set stroke, and then you click on stroke, and then you just move the width up and down. I'm going to keep it at, let's do 2.5. Okay. And I'm not messing with any of this other stuff, but I am going to click on scale with object, go back to color, and then I'm going to move this right here, and I want to make it a little bit bigger. Something like that. Let me see. Just kind of playing with it. Yes, like that. Okay, now let's go get some bats. We have, what is this? So in order to, we gotta group all these little things together. So now we're just gonna highlight this, and then we're gonna click Command G to group. And you don't have to do anything to those. Okay, so now I'm gonna click this Command C, come back over here, Command V. That is pretty huge. Bring that down. And let's see, where do we want to move this? Make it a little bit smaller. Let's see. So I might want to turn this a little bit, and I'm going to bring this behind like that. Okay, and then I'm going to move this right here. There we go. So let me change this color. I am going to pick, I want Spooky to be like this color orange. So what I'm going to do is right here, this is called the color picker. And if you click on this circle right here and drag it, it'll let you pick out colors. Okay. So let's just see. I'm going to pick this lighter orange right here. And then you come back and you click the color picker. And let's see, why is it not changing? Hold on. Okay, let me make sure Spooky is picked or selected. Oh, okay, this is why. So I had it on set stroke. So I don't want that. I'm gonna turn that, let me make this, I actually want my stroke to be white, so I'm gonna do that. But you have to make sure that the first one is selected. The word Spooky is selected. Now if I just click the orange, there we go. Now I'm going to go and add that outline. So I'm going to click back here where it says set stroke. I want my outline to be white. Go to stroke. We're going to do right here a line stroke to the outside. Send this to the back. Scale with object. And then I'm just going to increase my stroke. And I'm going to go right here at a 4, just like that. Okay. Next, let's see, we have the bats. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click Command C, come over here, and we're going to have to change the color to these bats. Command Z. So if you ever try to resize and it does this and you want to keep it proportion, what you're going to do is you're going to hold down shift and then you're going to use your cursor and then just bring it in so that it does it like proportionately and it's not messing up the orientation or whatnot. So hold on, something weird just happened. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let me make sure I have just the bat selected. Hold shift, bring that in about right there. And I'm going to put this bat right here. But I need to change the color. So like we did before, with it selected, go up here to color. Because I don't think, okay, there we go. So I clicked on the very first one and click right here to white or whatever color you want it to be. But because this is going on a black shirt, we're going to make the bats white. Okay. And I actually want it to be like this over top of the A, so I'm going to leave it like that. So this is basically it. We have created a Halloween design using elements out of Canva for the background, inserting them into Affinity Designer. But this would be a great image to use for DTF. And once you are done, you definitely want to make sure you have a transparent background. So I would just turn that off. You can highlight everything and group it all together. Command G. As you click on the white page, you're going to come up here to document setup. You're going to go to color, and right here, transparent background. That was the one step I missed. Click OK. There you have it. Let me highlight all of this again. Command G. There we go. Now, file, export, export. And I'm just going to replace that one. Let's look at it one more time. Okay, there we have it. So this would be your finished image. You can take this, you can make mock-ups, show them to your customers, put it on your website, and that's pretty much all. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn the bell of notifications on. And feel free to leave your comments if you tried this out. You can use this design with anything. You can use it for any type of Halloween, any type of holiday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, even birthdays if you choose. You just change it up and just be creative. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a great day. See you later.